What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This your man back with an episode of Car Chronicles, episode 2. And the only reason why I'm doing this Car Chronicles because I didn't give you guys a show this morning because, for one, I was absolutely exhausted because I got called into work and they needed support and I provided support. And I was tired. I was exhausted. That's the reason why I wasn't on the Blurred AF. I got called in literally about 15 minutes before we had to get on. And the guy actually needed support. The guy who was working, he needed help. So I went down, got my money and helped one of my fellow brothers out. So, you know what I mean? So, what's up? Blue, what's good? Wavy Things, Rashad Walker, what's good? So, yeah, that's the reason why I wasn't on. Like I said, tired, exhausted, you know what I mean? Just got home. My body was hurting so bad. Hey, Miss Roberta. I was kind of not saying nauseated or anything like that, but I was just, you'd be so tired that your body just feels like it's about to shut down. That's how I felt. My body was about to crash, and I did. I went home, I crashed super hard, I crashed. You know what I mean? But hopefully you guys are good. You said I am driving, so I'm trying to read it, but it said cool and wave day next month, getting ready. Okay, all right. Today's the 30th, so this is the last day of September. Hopefully you guys had a good September. Unfortunately, I worked my whole birthday weekend. I either worked, I went out for a little bit and watched the game at a sports bar. That's as much as I got. Is that Rafaela? What's up? What's good? That's as much as I got this weekend. I didn't really get to kick it. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Not like I wanted to. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, this year has flew by. This year has flown by like really crazy. And it's just funny because like last year it was going to New York, and going to meet Jonathan and Megan for the first time last year. That was a big thing, and it felt like that came and went. And now, this year has came and went, and now I'm looking to film my first short film, and I probably won't be able to get it done until probably until next year. I don't know. It's just a day shoot though, so it's not like it's a real long shoot or anything like that. It's just a day shoot, so we'll see how life goes. With that, it's like a Saturday shoot. Kenneth Christensen, what's up? Hey, appreciate it. And you guys too, man. You guys who've supported the channel and keep, showing up and everything. I appreciate you guys, like for real. If I did do a show this morning, I was going to talk about the cancellation of the Marvel project for, I think it's 2026. They eliminated one project. I'm very curious because I didn't really, and that's what I was going to go to do. I was going to go into detail about what particular project could have been canceled. Is it Doctor Strange 3? I know it's not Black Panther 3, which I think is coming in 2027. But they took a movie out their schedule. So I was very curious to see, why they took it off. What movie could it possibly be? I know they're trying to put their eggs in one basket with the with Secret Wars and Doomsday. I know they're trying to do that for next year. To be honest with you, they need a home run in with this. They need a home run, and what I mean by that is that they need to start connecting a lot of tissue. I wonder, is it Blade? Which I think this has been off the thing indefinitely. I don't know, but off the slate indefinitely. But they need a home run. And what I mean by that, not saying that Thunderbolts wasn't good, not saying that Fantastic Four wasn't a good movie or anything like that. They need something that's going to, take the next level, even past what they did with Infinity War and Endgame. And to me, Infinity War and Endgame was the height of what Marvel could do. You know what I mean? It was the height of what Marvel could do. I think personally they could go past it, and here's what they could do to go past it. Number one, they have to start connecting the tissues again of their cinematic universe. Everything. Did I enjoy Marvel Zombies? Yes. Did they actually announce a season 2 for Marvel Zombies? Yes, they did. But if it's not going to connect with anything else, and it's going to be in its own world, number one, what you could do is put this world into the main continuity, or I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. You can separate this universe and have it like an Elseworld, similar to what DC is doing with the Batman. You know what I'm saying? So you could do that. By doing that, you automatically set this whole universe separate from the main continuity. That means, and this is a little bit of a problem that I have with. I know James Gunn is introducing a new Batman, but having two Batmans, which is crazy that you can have two Batmans. I can't get one T'Challa, son of T'Chaka, without getting damn near beat up online. You know what I mean? Or having people scowl and yell at you. You know what I'm saying? Chadwick's dead. Can't you honor the dead? So is Christopher Reeves, but there's still more Superman. So anyway, I would say if you're going to use that type of universe, like a Marvel Zombies universe or whatever, don't use your A-list characters. There's so many, C-list characters that could be in that universe, that universe, and you could build stars out of those characters in that particular universe, right? What I'm getting at is similar what the boys did with Gen V. You have this particular universe, you have this particular set of characters that's not part of the main boys universe, that's not part of the main boys universe. They're a separate set of characters, but they have their still set in that world. I think more to take a page out of that. Whether it's with the smaller screen characters and have maybe a cameo or two from a main star going forward, or just set entirely into another Earth, and you could do a Marvel Knights line. That was big in the 90s. What's up, Pam? Hey. No, I didn't. I worked. I didn't get to kick it. Nobody bought me shots. Nobody nothing. And I'm so upset about that. But yeah, what I would personally do is I would introduce Marvel Knights again, the Marvel Knights line. And with Marvel Knights, what I would do is all the characters that I know that I'm primarily not going to use, in the main continuity, I will have their own adventures in Marvel Knights. They did it in the comics. Matter of fact, the characters that was getting ready to be canceled, like Black Panther back then, that Christopher Priest started writing with the Marvel Knights. So now in the Marvel Knights MCU storyline, that's when you can have Wonder Man, and have him in that universe, or have him in his own continuity, doing his own thing over there, right? So you can have that. Number two, that way, you can actually have a universe in Marvel that's a part of the Disney Plus shows, that's kind of like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. How Marvel's Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage were, where you can have this, and it's just it recognizes everything that's happened in the MCU, but it's having its own ground level things that reference things that actually happen. Now, again, what Peacemaker has done wonderfully well is that they introduced Lex Luthor in Peacemaker. So you can have a big name guy in that universe come in and cameo on Disney Plus. You can have like how I believe Doctor Strange was supposed to cameo in WandaVision, or how Monica's story. You can tell all these adjacent stories on Disney Plus while still having your slate for Marvel movies to be, 2 or 3 movies a year, and then you can tell these particular stories. You can tell a Gambit story on Disney Plus. That's what Disney Plus has to do what Amazon has done with The Boys, and create this world that's in this universe, but they're doing their own thing or whatever. And the events are not so big that you wonder why the Avengers didn't show up, or you wonder why this person didn't show up, or that person didn't show up. You know what I mean? It'll make a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? It would make a lot of sense, and at the same time, you could be able to tell the stories that you want to tell, and people are not wondering why so and so didn't show up. And then when you have the major event happen, then you can say, oh, okay, we seen so and so in Disney Plus show. Now he's over here in this major event. Or the people who did not see said Disney Plus show can be like, oh, who is this character? I want to check him out because I seen him in the big event and now he's cool. That has been a staple of what Marvel and the comics have done for years. You know what I'm saying? When they introduced Agent X, he was part of War of the Realms. Gwenpool got very popular, showing up in this particular comic or that particular comic, and then when a big event happened, here she goes. You know what I mean? So that particularly is my pitch to what I feel like Marvel should do. You scale back the movies, but they need to have the connective tissue, because I believe what's going to happen is DC is going to beat them to the punch on the connective tissue element of their universe. I believe James Gunn is going to take a page out of The Boys, and start connecting everything. Every little piece of what happened here, what happened there is going to connect, but it's going to connect on a longer basis. You're going to look, past a year from now, and they're not just going to introduce characters, which I believe James Gunn has came out and said, they're not just going to introduce characters that C and D-list characters just for the sake of introducing a character and giving him his own series. You know what I mean? I understand that. Use your big guys to set the whole entire universe out. And then if you want to make a show, like a Peacemaker in the future, well, you've seen this character, here, there, in this thing and that thing, and now it doesn't feel weird when this character is, number one, is showing up, and number two, is doing his own thing. Oh my God. Did he hit him? Wow. One thing about Car Chronicles, you will see car accidents. That was right by the job. Dang, that sucks. But yeah, you know what I mean? So that is my thought on that. On that front, of course, like I said, because I had to go to work, I wasn't able to make Blurred AF. I didn't even eat. I didn't nothing. I was tired. I was exhausted. I didn't feel well. You know, so that's the reason why I didn't have a live show today. But I will be back on tomorrow with the live show. Hopefully I feel a little better. But at least I was able to get on live with you guys and say what's up. You know, I appreciate, like I said, I really appreciate you guys always supporting the channel, the show. I wonder what the grifters are doing now. You know, besides making it is funny that that little kid who was saying how Wolverine is not, you know, masculine and all of that and this, that, and the other, said nothing about Peacemaker. You know what I'm saying? Said nothing about Peacemaker. You know, Peacemaker has a scene where, you know, he's literally getting his neck, you know what I'm saying, smooshed on by another man. But they didn't say nothing about that. You know, so yeah, that's crazy. But it's crazy, you know, how he was like, oh, Wolverine is not masculine and Wolverine is gay, like gay Wolverine. And oh, I had an advanced copy and I got to play with Jean Grey. How did you get it? Like, just stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just dumb. Like, just my brain cells again hurts listening to some of these conversations because it's just the most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard. But here we are, you know. I'm gonna park here. I don't even care today. These people can't park, I swear. Boy, it's most double parking this mofos I've ever seen. Don't make no sense. All right. We good. What everything said, got the OC? Okay. What's up, Six of Truth? Dre UK let Chill slide for the jokes last night. I don't even know what he said because I didn't watch it. I have really horrible internet where I work at, so I didn't get to watch anything last night. And plus I was too busy helping. What time I get off? Like no later than 5:12 in the morning. And right now it's 5:41 in the afternoon. So that tells you what type of day and schedule that I got ahead of me. Not gonna lie, I am exhausted. Like seriously, exhausted. And I don't let Chill know. Oh, this. Hey, yeah, Patty Duche, you over here bugging, big dog. You over here bugging. No, I don't do 5-hour energy drinks. I don't do 5-hour energy drinks. That scares the hell out of me. My heart rate be racing. I don't want to feel I'm on liquid cocaine. I don't. But I gotta run in here in the next let me see. Yep. I'm running here because it's a long walk. But thank you guys for hanging out with another episode of Car Chronicles, where I talk to y'all in my car. I work from 7 p.m. to 8 a.m. I feel you enjoying my last hour of freedom before I gotta go get it. Basically where I'm at. And then to walk from my car to my station is like 7 minute walk. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get out of here, get you guys out of here. Princetta, what's going on? Always gotta be safe. Gotta be safe, most definitely. But I'm gonna get you guys out of here. I'm gonna go to work and do what I gotta do. And I'll let you guys later, man. Peace and vibe higher, man. How do I exit this thing? I don't know. I don't know how you. Oh, yeah. There we go. Bye, y'all.